Hello everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. Last time we played, we found out what happened to Barbara. And now, we're on to the next family member. Because I'm sure, we had a look round this room, Yoshi, Can we get out the door? Nope. No secret hatches in this one, I don't think. Why does that popcorn, I'm guessing it's popcorn, look like sick?
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. We go to the music box downstairs. Oh, it's going dark outside. We go to the music...
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
You keep turning and turning and turning and turning until the key pops out. Wrong. The hell was that noise? Okay, so where did we... It's got to be down here somewhere because it goes into the basement. That's the workshop.
I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement.
Here we go. Keep turning. Just keep turning. Just keep turning. Just keep turning. Hey. And down we go. Hello. Pool table. I'm taking that to a washing machine and a tumble dryer. That's the water heater.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Sven. Isn't that Grandad?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
What kind of packages? Grain glow? What the hell is grain glow? Smoky forest lacquer. Rainbow glow. How'd you buy rainbow paint? How? Can I have a tin of rainbow paint, please? Yes, it's right next to the tartan tin of paint. Okay, that was weird. Oh.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Either that or she was a cocaine dealer.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh, the fridge is a secret entrance. Like Narnia. The Lion, the Witch, and the Fridge.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Holy shit. It's a shelter.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Jiggly Farm Concord Grape Jelly. So it's jam. Tasty beans.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Holy shit, this is quite a big... Oh, Walter.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Wow, that's bright. Gone blind.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Oh, it wants me to do it. Oh, okay.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
Peaches.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Oh, his little chef fell over.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
He's going to turn into a bloody peach.
And then one day, everything just
Went peachy.
stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
He's been down here 30 years. And all of a sudden he just decides, bugger it, I'm leaving. Holy crap, we're going deeper. Down, down, deeper and down. Extra crispy cereal.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
What's it?
Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin.
Are we talking that creepy clown from It? Not the new one, that's crap. The old one with Jim Carrey. Not Jim Carrey. Not Jim Carrey. Tim Curry. Sorry, that's me being a muppet. The really creepy one with Tim Curry. That was freaky as shit, that was. Oh, here we go. Can you lift that sledgehammer?
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Oh, we're on the railway tracks.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
And it took you 30 years to realise
I don't
this.
mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
That isn't so much a curse, that's just being a muppet. That's literally going out and
Walter
going...
died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
So, he lived in the basement for 30 years. He decides, ooh, I'd like to get out of the basement. And then I'm going to go walking on the railway tracks. And I'm going to get hit by a train the first day before I can do everything. Anything. That's just, like, biblically stupid. As I say, that's not so much a curse, that's just you being a muppet. Voltaire
I'm
was
sure
a
my
moron.
mom was trying to protect me.
Let's see what's behind the curtain. No, grab the curtain. There we go. Flowers. Flowers, a lake, and a mountain. Well, I don't think he likes choo-choo trains as much anymore, since Thomas run him over. There's nothing else down here, is there? Oh shit, no, we can go down there. Alley-oop.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
What, hit by a train? Where you going? Down!
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
Suppose it's better than a burial ground.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
A burial ground?
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Oh, okay, so there's a tip. Bet you that smells lovely. Oh, there's his sledgehammer. Sledgehammer.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Oh, don't tell me you're going to walk on the bloody tracks. Yeah.
Now that there's only one of us left. Or maybe 2.
Let's walk to the left of the tracks, and then if
I
a
thought
train
it was
comes...
time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
There's Walter. There's Thomas. Thomas had to have a shower that night when he got home after hitting Walter. Thomas the tank engine. Oh shit. Really nice view. I saw the whole of the moon. I'll take it we're going this way.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
There's a chair in the tree. Be a bit awkward to sit on it. I mean, that spike might go right up your jacksie. Not going to be comfortable.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Is that a totem pole? Whoa!
But I thought you should know about your family.
It is, it's a totem pole.
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Do we go up or go to that totem pole? Can't go any more down there. Or that way. I'm wondering if that over there, where the red light is where the original house of Odin. That must be where it's sunk, because that looks like the top of the house sticking out.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Imagination.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Get on your bike.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
One that's thinking ahead. Oh, where we go? Oh, God.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Shadow, Christopher, Bob, Oliver, Shatsy.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Why? What did you do? Derpy Jr., Derpy, Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe, Chirpy, Burpy, Furpy, Lurpy, Zerpy. What's the frog one? We can't see the frog one. Frogger. Bailey.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch. She was 10. Calvin Finch. He was 11. Sven and Edie. Well, they had. I mean, he didn't have as good at innings as her, but they had better than the kids. So did Walter. Until he took a walk on a train track. Barbara. Oh, she was only 16. Oh, where are we going now?
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
That must be Edie, I'm guessing, and her husband. And that must be Odin.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
I told you it was the house, even though you probably already knew that. Oh, hey up, we can get a closer look. Do we put 20p in it? Oh, you can zoom in. There
Edie
we
said
go.
she dreamed about the old house every night.
Can we climb down the chimney? Oh, there's another graveyard there. It's a
Edie's
house.
side was always easier for me to understand.
It's a big house built next to a graveyard.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her
Okay.
dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
God, Gregory was young. Sam was pretty young. Not like really young, but youngish. Gus was, yeah. I mean, they're all... Wow.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Lewis and Sanjay. Sanjay? Kumar? That sounds Indian.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Oh, up the ladder.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
Oh.
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
This is like being the cat. Up. Oh, there's a ladder there.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Hey, up, it's Yogi. Where's Boo Boo? Oh. That's a nice rifle.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Oh, what's this?
Dawn, I promise. You'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What's that? Snacky cakes. Propane. Kill ball. Really? That's the best you could come up with. That's the best you could come up with for the name of a company that makes bullets. Kill ball. Oh, there's a fishing rod or two.
What?
Nothing.
It's too early, Dad.
Ah,
Perfect.
oh, I've gone blind. I've gone blind.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Oh, look, a doorknob. Odin Finch. Trail map.
Please just take the damn picture.
Holy
Hey,
Moses.
Language.
I'm blind.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
Whoa.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Okay. To help anybody that's being blinded, I'm taking a photograph now. Oh.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
What exactly am I looking at? Oh, there's birdies there. Right. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Oh, is that a little... It's a little stone. Whatever, like, cobbled together out of... Like a little... Ugh, can't even think what it's called. Is that what I'm supposed to be taking a photograph of? Right. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Okay, I see logs. More logs. More logs. Trees. More trees.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh, he's having a whiz.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I
3,
definitely won't be
2,
moving.
1.
Are you done yet?
Does it say?
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
3, 2, 1.
Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Fishies. Fishy, 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 fishy.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
3, 2, 1.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
3, 2, 1. And then up there. 3, 2. Come on, lift your head. 1.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Where? What? I don't know what you're talking about. What are we looking at?
Dad, I...
Just breathe.
Oh.
Turn off your imagination.
3,
Focus on your target.
2, 1.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
3, 2, 1.
Great shot, Dawn!
Blind.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
What the hell? Oh, we're controlling the dad now.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Ah. Oh, right. Okay, timer. Go. Run. Run, 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 run.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Yeah, totally normal. Whee!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
So he died in a hunting accident by falling off the side of a hill.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
What's that? Airline ticket. Kay Finch. That must be his daughter, is it? Kay. Wonder if she was special. Oh, we can't get out. Can't turn the light on either. Can we peek through that? No, we can't even peek through that. Oh, what's this? Oh, what? Don't step on that. You'll, well, don't step on the thingy or you'll fall through.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregory Peck.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
I'm a babby. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, I'm the frog. Ducky, 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 ducky.
It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Okay.
Hello?
Ready.
I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Ready.
I wonder what he saw.
Floating ducks. He was hallucinating.
What is
Wee. Yep.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Almost got a frog in the eye. Can I get the whale in here? Have a whale of a time. Nope, can't get the whale in here. I'm on the whale! I got the whale in! Oh, the whale's on the wrong side. He's upside down. He's going to die. He can't breathe. There we go. He's all right now. Whoa! Oh, we've got to get that over there.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Are you going to drown?
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything.
I'm a turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Or would that be Teenage Baby Ninja Turtles? Ooh,
What happened
whale.
wasn't your fault.
Oh, we pull the plug out.
I'm sure he's happy. He'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
We've only got a few left. Gregory.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before
Oh,
the
it's
day
a
my
kite.
brother said with teenage
Whee.
disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I remember.
Husband and wife. Make him cry.
Whoa.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Take that as a no. I heard a goose.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
There's a storm coming.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh, I got it stuck.
The thunder sounded much too close and
Whoa.
full of angry power. But
Is
all
he
my
going to
father
do an
said to
Isaac
this was,
Newton?
Make the music louder.
It's a special kind of kite. Oh shit. Are we going to take... It's getting heavy. It's getting heavy. We're going to take the tent with it. Oh, that'd be a yes.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
So that's what happened to Gus. Ironically, he died because of a giant gust of wind. Oh, what's this? Oh shit, we're going to be able to climb. Yep, we are.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, so that's where Sanjay comes into it. What's that? Oh. Oh, fireman's pole. So is this the door that's in the front when you walk in the entrance? Is this the door with the expanding foam round it? Did we go down that too early? Or did we have to find something else? Uh-huh.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Mint.
And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
And a model. There's a model and there's another model. It's like a bit like it's like a ship with balloons. I think Milton's the one that disappeared, isn't he? If I remember right. Yeah. It's an old wooden vessel which it's got like 2 balloons on it.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Well, they're not red, so it's not Luftballons. 99 Luftballons go by. Milton.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
You're a painter, Milton.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Right, so all we've got left is Dawn and Lewis. And Edie, I think, at the bottom. Edie, Dawn and Lewis.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Yeah, with expanding foam.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh, he's the one with the salmon. No. Open the window. Don't be a tard. Oh, Jesus wept. Open it. No. How hard can this be? All you have to do is pull. Seriously. The hell is she doing? Finally. Oh, here we go. That's a bong.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Pothead.
That part of him lived on.
Yeah, pothead.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Is that because he was stoned all the time?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh, lovely.
He kept working at the cannery,
Fish goes in, head
but he
comes
withdrew
off.
part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Wonder.
wander.
Oh, wow.
I asked him to describe it.
This is difficult. They're trying to make me do two
He said
things
he
at
started
once.
small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
Saruman.
He knew it was all in his head.
Maybe it's a Balrog
took it
of
very
Morgoth.
seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
This is
I
like
spoke with
Labyrinth.
his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Okay, this fish chopping the heads off is reminding me of The Simpsons, where it's knife goes in, guts come out.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
Okay.
Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
Knife goes
Every
in,
day his
guts come
imagination
out.
grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
We set
Conquer a
sail.
city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
This is like Superman with Otisburg.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Wouldn't it be a beautiful queen, not a handsome queen?
handsome queen.
Oh, I've crashed. Man overboard.
The queen was on her own quest for
Sinister serpents.
sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her
Electric sitar, whatever the hell that is.
electric sitar.
Let's go with an electric guitar.
His chase led him to a golden palace east
Not exactly
of the
Stairway
sun
to
and west
Heaven,
of the
is it?
moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
An emperor?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh, okay. That must be his locker. Like a little Nintendo DS thing. Chinese food, the only takeaway that'll deliver to the island, and some weird trippy picture thing with hashish on the thingy-majiggy saying legalize
Began to
marijuana.
forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Are we gonna...
I still thought I could save him.
Saves me walking.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Are we gonna end up in a fish mincer?
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Hello. You have no face. Hello. You have no face. Hello. How do you play an instrument with no mouth?
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Oh! We're gonna be decapitated.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
To teach, to learn, Dawn Finch.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together. and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Ooh. We couldn't get in the library. She said that everyone was buried in there or something.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Oh shit.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Must have been a big moon.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Ah.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Must have opened like
God,
a fissure.
It smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Uh-oh.
I got turned around.
Just keep walking straight. No.
For a while, I wandered.
They called me the Wanderer.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
A bed.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
An oven.
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Oh well. Bye.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
She died.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
She'd been to Vault 22.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Turned into a spore
And then I was
carrier.
alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you.
Are we supposed to
tell
be
you all
like a
these stories myself.
baby, and that's supposed to be the JJ?
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Well, everyone, it's over with. We've completed it. Yep, that's it. That's the end. So, that's the end of What Remains of Edith Finch. I think next time we'll try a little bit of a scarier one, because that wasn't really that scary, was it, really, in honesty? I thought it would be, but it wasn't really. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.